Sa. I'm Matt Cuff from thehouse.com, and this is a 2020 Salomon Craft Snowboard. Salomon Craft. This is kind of a unique deck. It's kind of a sleeper. A lot of people kind of overlook it, and they should, because it's at a great price point. It has a centered base, and it kind of has a lot of the same and similar properties that the Sleepwalker has, but just a little bit like above it in terms of construction materials. The Craft, though, great deck. All-in-one freestyle for beginner to advanced level riders who want a true twin style platform. The Craft is a great deck. It's a little bit softer from what I remember it being in the 2019 season. The 2020 sits in the feel and flex rating of about a 3. But overall, this is a great twin style board. The nose and the tail are the exact same shape. It has the centered style stance. You can ride it this way or this way, and it's gonna feel the exact same. But it kind of falls into the all-mountain freestyle category more than the Sleepwalker would because of the base type. Now, it does have a wonderful profile shape called a rock out camber. As you see when I set it on this wood table, it has a camber profile overall. But the section between the feet is actually a raised flat section, and then there's a transition zone from underneath each foot to a gradual style rocker on the nose and tail that lift up these contact points. Now, the lifted and raised contact points combined with the freestyle edge bevel of the Craft make it a very catch-free ride. So you can take this thing in the park, do jumps and jibs, and you'll be less likely to catch. And then when you're just riding groomed trails and kind of buttering around, having some fun, the Craft is going to be a little less catchy, but it still has a good amount of pop because of that raised flat section that really has its focused energy right behind that back foot. The cool part about this profile shape, combined with the wood core, which is called Aspen Strong, which is a lightweight, obviously poppy and strong, is that it features core profiling called Popster. Salomon does a kind of unique way of doing their core profiling, which I really enjoy. Underneath each foot, kind of going towards the contact points, it kind of thins out, of course, there. It's going to be your average style thickness. But on the medial side of where the bindings rest, the core is thinned out just a little bit. And then the center of the board is also kind of a regular style thickness. The reason that Salomon does that is they still want to provide a nice ollie platform on the nose and the tail, or nollie and ollie, right? They want a sturdy platform, so when you're pressing the Craft, you don't like bend and bow over the top or the nose and the tail. But that thinner section on the medial side of those bindings actually provide kind of a nice little spot where the board can kind of flex just a little bit more. So when you lock in a press, the board's gonna flex quite a bit more right here than it is gonna be right here. So you have a nice sturdy platform for flexing and for ollieing, which is really good. Now, that wood core has a biax fiberglass both on top and on bottom. That biax glass runs at 0 and at 90 degrees, making it a little bit more torsionally pliable, which is great. But then again, you know, like the thing that really makes this Craft stand out above the Sleepwalker is going to be this base. This is a centered base. It absorbs lots of wax. It's going to be a lot faster than extruded base, but you'll need to keep it maintained throughout the season. Along with that, of course, is a medium grind base finish. So it's not as fine-tuned as some of the other ones, but that's all right. If you ride in really heavy and wet style conditions, this base is muy bueno. Then there's that 360 wrap standard steel edge, again with that freestyle edge bevel. But there's kind of like one other big thing that make the Craft stand out, and that's actually in the ABS style sidewall. The sidewalls feature a 4mm royal rubber pad underneath where each bindings rest, but just in the sidewall. You kind of see that they're represented in that gray material. And what that does for the Craft is helps it to absorb a lot of shock, helps it to absorb dings if you hit it on a rail, and it helps to absorb those negative vibrations when you're riding through chundery terrain that causes leg and body fatigue. There's a lot going on with the Craft at a really great price point. It has a cool graphic to it, you know, it's not too crazy, you know, but that's all right with me. I'd rather have a board be just kind of a little bit more subtle than like screaming ultra loud. I'd rather have the performance stand out over the graphic. This again is the 2020 Salomon Craft, a well-rounded all-mount freestyle deck for beginner to advanced level riders that you can check out at the house. Thanks for watching.